close as I've been to an airplane in 18 years.
I was going to say, you don't fly, do you?
No, and I haven't been that close to an airplane. Sometimes those guys do goofy things. I think they do fly those airplanes upside down.
Howdy folks, welcome to the channel if you're new here. Those of you who've been around know that I have a series, it's a playlist called the Off-Road Series where it's not music, it's things that would just be of like human interest or, traditional country fans, which is what I react to on this channel. Non-pop country music anyway, but country music fans tend to be extremely patriotic and so on, and I am as well. I'm very thankful. I have specific reasons for what I love about this country, the United States, and why I love it and why I see and respect the opportunities that we have here in this country and how things work together and the history and all that stuff. But anyway, I have loved aviation since a kid, and I'm not unique in that. Lots of folks have, but this is the Blue Angels pilot talks about his first flyover of John Madden and a football game. John Madden is in this one, but John Madden was the much-loved sports announcer. He had been the coach of the Oakland Raiders, a loved coach, won a Super Bowl or two, and just very, very loved and respected. He's since passed, but he hated flying. He was scared to death of flying and would not do it. And he was on Monday Night Football. And after every Monday Night Football game during the football season, he would get on a bus made specially for him and travel to the next location. And it didn't matter if one was in California and the next week was the New York Giants across the country. He would drive across. He was that afraid of flying. And so he's featured in this video. Here we go. Enjoy this, folks.
They were close.
I mean, they were
You're not supposed to get that close, are you? Do they know what they're doing?
Well, I hope so.
They were close. I mean, they were close to us, but they were close to each other.
My first year when we went to San Francisco to do the show, and Blue Angel number 5, Ryan Scholl, call sign Doc, he says to me, boss, you know, the 49ers have a game on Sunday. And I'm thinking that after we get done with the show, that on the way back to Oakland, we fly over Candlestick and do a flyover of the game. You don't want to suppress the good ideas coming from the rest of the team. And so I said, well, how about call the FAA and see what they say. And if they say it's okay, then call the 49ers. And if they say it's okay, then let's talk about it before we brief for the show on Sunday. And then I completely forget about it because there's just no way the FAA is going to approve a flyover of a stadium full of people on Sunday and we're calling on Thursday. Sunday comes along and we're getting ready to brief, and Doc says to me, he says, boss, remember we talked about doing a flyover today after the show? And I said, oh, yeah, what did the FAA say? And he said, boss, those guys at Bay Approach, they are great. They'll radio the MetLife blimp and tell it to climb to 3,000 feet, and we are cleared in. And I thought, oh, okay, well, what did the 49ers say? And to this day, I don't know who he talked to at the 49ers, but he said, boss, the 49ers said, bring it on. We want you to rock them in their seats.
Why wouldn't they say that? You're getting a free flyover of this amazing freaking thing. I can't even fathom anybody saying no to that. But then again, I don't know what the ramifications are, what the implications are, what the planning is, if any. I mean, they're flying over. That's it. Okay, they got clearance.
We get done with the show down at Fisherman's Wharf and we do the last flyby. We go over the Bay Bridge, but instead of rolling out heading 180 to go to Oakland, I keep the turn coming to the southwest and we head for Candlestick.
Sit down. Boss, you're clear for the stadium flyby at 1,000 feet. The blimp will be at 2.5. Contact Bay Approach. Boss, thanks, Mo.
It just so happened that the game was being televised by Fox Sports, Pat Summerall and John Madden. And for those of you who aren't familiar with John Madden, he is terrified of flying. So as we come over the lights, he gets pretty excited.
Oh, here comes an airplane. Blue Angel. Holy moly. Did you see that? It just flew right up. Holy moly. What the heck was that?
The Blue Angel.
I sent a letter to Summerall and Madden and invited them to come fly with us, which of course I knew they would politely decline. But what they did was, when we went back to El Centro for winter training in January for my second year, they sent a production crew from Fox Sports down to film a segment to be aired as part of the annual All Madden show that they would do right before the Super Bowl. And then at the end of the show, John Madden, he says, now it's time to pick the MVP.
Well, you know, one of the most impressive things that I've ever seen of those Blue Angels, they have to be the MVP.
That was shown on a Saturday, then it was Super Bowl Sunday. Monday morning, drive out to the hangar to practice and drive up and pull into my parking spot, and there on the roof of the hangar, the sailors and Marines had already painted on the roof Blue Angels 1997 All Madden MVPs.
That's as close as I've been to an airplane in 18 years.
I was going to say, you don't fly, do you?
No, and I haven't been that close to an airplane. Sometimes those guys do goofy things. I think they do fly those airplanes upside down. Listen to the crowd still talking about it.
Still buzzing.
Well, we just got buzzed.
Hey, what do you say? I mean, everything about that was cool, just straight up cool. And I think the Blue Angels only do 2-year assignments. And I just saw a documentary with my girlfriend on the Blue Angels, and I'm pretty sure it was the Blue Angels. And they do 2 years, and so whatever. This was just, what a cool story. So there you go, guys. That goes in the off-road series playlist. Have a great day. See you on another video, and keep rocking the country.
Close.
I mean, they were
You're not
close.
supposed to get that close, are you? Do they know what they're doing?
Well, I hope so.
Well, there's a difference.